The mission trip to Honduras is effectively one of the best ways to get close to a bunch of random strangers if you're me, a really awesome church family if you already go to Rocky Mount, and a really awesome way to be the hands and feet of God and really connect with Him.
A lot of people think the mission trip in Honduras is going and building something, building a church, building a wall, building a ramp, or painting something or constructing something. And we do that. But what we're really building is the unseen. It's a threefold mission trip, is what I like to say. You're building relationships with your church family, people you would never hang out with in church, you might end up on a bus with for a few hours. You work with the people you serve, and those are children's homes in Honduras, and you build relationships with those kids. And you're also building your own personal relationship with Jesus. And I think that is the ultimate mission. How do you change the world? One heart at a time for Jesus.
The mission trip to Honduras is a group of people who decide to go to Honduras, and almost like a tour to get a feel of what it's like and to develop relationships with people, children, adults, caregivers, and just kind of grow your faith in Christ and learn how you can help others.
A really awesome experience of just super growth. Being able to see that I was there in that moment for that exact purpose. Being able to see God starting to line up the doors that I'm supposed to walk through was really, really incredible. And so that growth doesn't just happen all the time.
Well, it's made me more confident. I had always thought about going on a mission trip, but it made me nervous because I thought, oh, these people who go to great lengths to go on a mission trip, they must love Jesus more than me, or they have a larger passion than I do. And so it was very intimidating, but I knew friends were going, and so I felt more comfortable with it. And then after going, I realized, oh, they're just like me. They're just trying to develop and deepen their relationship with Jesus just like I am. And they're not more religious than me, or they're not more special than me. They're just like me. And so it was just a perfect fit.
It was my turn to pray before we went. And I prayed that God would use us to reflect Christ's light to all we came across. When we got to the facility that my team went to, we went to Yoquito or Sayre first. And when we got out of the bus, there was this wee little kid, just a little fella. Couldn't have been but a year and a half old. We all get out of the bus. I'm standing there. This little kid walks over to me and puts his hand up. So I put my hand down, and we're holding hands, and the director's taking us on a tour of the school and stuff, and we're upstairs checking out the classrooms, and the director stops and tells us a little bit about this kid, David. David's 3 years old, and he's small in stature because his mom was an addict when he was born. And another thing besides the smallness is that he isolates himself because of the conditions at his birth. He has never reached out to anyone outside of that facility until that moment. And he held my hand through the rest of the tour, and our photographer on the team, she snapped pictures all the way through, and I've got a picture of me and David walking down the hall. And all you see is our backs, me, big, tall, goofy guy, and this wee little fella. And in front of us, you see this intense light. It's in front of us and all around us. It's experiencing Christ through those relationships. It's when you go out to do what Christ did, then Christ meets you where you're at.
The one word that would describe my trip to Honduras is definitely humbling.
Worthwhile.
Fearless.
It's a hyphenated word, life-changing.